Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Chaos Child. We had a really, really poignant time with Butterfly. And now I'm going to play it differently. We're at the very beginning, where we think we're cut by Uki. There's so much blood in my mouth, I can't breathe. But then, wait, we're going to the light. What if I go negative? I tried to scream, but my mouth was no longer capable of forming words. The only sound I made was the sound of blood gurgling out of my mouth. Soon Yamazoe's scream stopped, and I felt something land on top of my body. Wow. That's just it. Immediately bad end. Well, that was fun. You've seen it now. You've seen it. That was it. I got it. That's not going to register on my ending list, so okay. Hey, I have an idea. Let's load a different save. Let's go to the very end. Well, here we are. No, I didn't need anything else. I have to admit, it was pretty uncomfortable when Sarika was just bawling her eyes out when we made this incredibly awkward decision. But you know what? I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not even gonna go negative. I'm skipping. Of course, this was the entrance to a store, and now there are always going to be footsteps of people coming in and out. Yeah, but who's coming in this time? I ignored it and started to walk forward. What? I don't think I've heard that musical sting in this entire game. What the hell? Suddenly I lost my balance. I was overtaken with surprise. My body was flailing backwards. I could guess the cause. The person had come up to me from behind and grabbed me by the collar, then flung me backwards. What? I fell down with tremendous speed. My back slammed down on the middle of the stairs. I bounced off and fell more, and this time I hit my neck. Ooh, I was afraid of that. So we go to see who showed up, and somebody just pushes us down the stairs. My body writhed at the bottom of the stairs. Strangely, I didn't feel any pain. My brain was emitting chemicals to dull the pain. But I could tell. Not only had I fractured my skull, but I had heard the sound of my neck snapping. I could tell that there was no saving me now. The flame of my life had been burning so brightly a moment ago, and now it was about to be blown out so easily. But why? Why did this happen to me? And who was it who was staring at me from the top of the stairs? Doubts swirled in my mind as I began to cough up blood, and then the whole world turned black. Okay, that's a weird one. That's a disappointing ending. And then I fell down and died. What? Okay, got it. We've seen it. We've seen the ending now. Hey, I know. What if I load this one? Maybe people could sense the light of my inner genius no matter how hard I tried to hide it. Yeah, this is where we were supposed to read the dramatic love letter. But, again, what if I just skip it? Actually, I'll leave the skip thing on because I'm going to continue after this. I carefully cut open the top of the letter and took a deep breath.
先輩のことずっと見てました。好きです、宮代先輩。もしよければ、私とお付き合いしていただけませんか?
This is a lot more abrupt. That was the whole thing? But when I looked at the bottom of the letter, I froze. There was an 11-digit number, and next to it, This is a much more brief letter. A message.
電話か。
A phone call was a very dark and scary thing for me, but she told me her feelings and was waiting for my answer. As a gentleman, I had to respond. And there was still a chance that it was a prank Ito and Serica were playing on me. I needed to make the call just to be sure. Oh, so we're not going to wait for hours? I carefully entered the number on the paper into the phone and tapped the call icon with shaking hands. I waited a while, but there was no sign that she'd pick up. Just as I went to hang up, and then it's the rest. Oh, hey, look, we're back. We're going to make a decision. No, I didn't need anything else, but I'm still going to go positive, actually.
そうだな。
Oh. Well, after we made our decision, the plot played out entirely the same, and now we're dealing with the Uki situation in her room. Uki's hand rubbed me gentle and warm. It would keep me safe. So that's... and we're about to fall into unconsciousness. But now we say, yeah. Now, in the normal ending, double Uki came out and there was a big fight, and then we got out of it with a tragic ending. This, I think, is going to be what I expected to happen the first time, where we just stay asleep. But we'll find out. That's right. If Uki would make me happy, then that was fine with me.
よかったです。
A sweet, gentle darkness slowly enveloped me. If something bad happened, I could just look away. I could hide myself in my own little world and just not look at it. Trying to deal with things would only make me miserable. What was wrong with that? There was nothing in my life worth going through all that for. I could just let things pass me by. If I could have fun and be happy, what could be better? Everything would be fine. I could live here. Uki was saying she'd do everything she could for me. I couldn't turn down her kindness. This was fine. Everything was fine. It was just fine.
そう、それでいいんです。
Everything's fine. In the end, the world was mine anyway. It was only what I saw, what I felt, what I knew. So I could just do what I wanted. It wasn't bothering anybody. I could just forget everything and let Uki take care of it all. And then I fell. I fell toward an infinite abyss. Toward a happy world that only belonged to me. Forever and ever.
おやすみなさい、タクルさん。素敵な夢を。
Yeah, there's the bad end. Oof. This was what I was afraid would happen the first time. And now we're back at the very beginning of the scenario. We need to go positive to get out of this. Or do we? What if I just skip? My vision began to quickly turn black. I could feel my heart pounding fast, but my lungs must not have been working anymore because it was no longer getting any fresh oxygen. It? Maybe they. Oh, unless it means the heart wasn't getting oxygen. Fair enough. And then I saw nothing at all. And the moment when I crossed the boundary into death was upon me. And that's how it snaps out. Huh. Welcome to Butterfly. Well, now we're back in our RV, and we're going to take a look at the love letter. I think it's a love letter. I say I think because we're going negative. Anyway, if I read it, I might be able to tell what it said. I couldn't get the sticker on the back off easily, so I carefully sliced it off with a pair of scissors and took out the pile of folded papers from inside.
なんだこれ。コピー用紙。
Why would someone stuff this into a cute envelope like that? Was she going for Gap Moe? Like, this is cute to me because it's bizarre and unexpected?
いや、でも中身は。
But the words on the paper were printed from a computer, not handwritten like the outside. I was a little disappointed, but that was fine. What was important was what they said. Let's see.
前略、宮代拓様。これまで私はずっとあなたのことを見ていました。
I noticed it didn't say senpai, it said sama, like high respect. That was normal.
けれど、ずっと
ずっと宮
宮代先
代先輩
輩を見て
を見てい
いるだけ
るだけな
なのは辛
のは辛
かっか
かったたからら、こうしてありったけの勇気を出して手紙を出すことにしました。私がお伝えしたいことは至ってシンプルです。私は宮代先輩のことが好きです。ずっと前から大好きでした。
Okay.
きちんと整えられた宮代先輩の髪が好きです。鍛えられておらず、かといって痩せすぎていない体つきが好きです。知的そうなメガネが好きです。クールな瞳も好きです。不遜さを感じさせる微量も好きです。新聞部で陣頭指揮を取る様がリーダーシップにあふれていてとても素敵です。はにかんだ笑顔が好きです。萌えです。萌え萌えキュンってなります。
萌え萌え、キュッ。
私は宮代先輩が好きです。宮代先輩の写真を隠し撮りして待ち受けにして毎晩ベッドの中で眺めています。
Oh, is this gonna get weird?
先輩の髪の毛を拾ってぬいぐるみに入れ、いつも抱いて眠っています。
Okay, this is getting weird.
私はいつも先輩のこと見ています。いつも見ています。
Oh, geez.
朝起きて寝ぼけた顔で眼鏡をかけるところも、外に出てまず最初に大きく伸びをするところも、
It's got the creepy music now.
一人でクールキャットプレスを読んでニヤニヤしているところも、いつも見ています。
That's very unsettling. And I'm waiting for the big payoff to be, I'm watching you right now.
私はいつも先輩のことを見ています。いつも見ています。時々妄想しているところも見ています。
Whoa, what?
そう、先輩はいつも妄想しています。言うなれば妄想の囚われ人です。
I guess this is a hint that I actually am in this case, but whoa.
あなたは渋谷の妄想に囚われています。
Okay, so we're not even embracing the love angle. This is a warning.
このままだと取り返しのつかないことになります。早くそこから逃げ出さなければ。逃げなさい。逃げろ。さもないとあなたは。あなたは。
Whoa.
なんだよこれ、怖いよ。
Yeah. Fear won out over disappointment. She was a lunatic. A prisoner of my delusions, run away? What the hell was she talking about? She was watching me? That was a joke, right? She knew about Cool Cat. But yeah, but she knew about Cool Cat Press.
まさか本当に。
I stood up to look outside my window. Oh. I was waiting to see a straight-up jump scare face looking through the glass. Huh? What was the sensation I was feeling? What was I... That's right, I was reading that letter. Yeah, we're starting to realize, but not quite yet.
あれ、
The bed was covered with pink paper. It wasn't copy paper, and the writing on it was handwritten, not typed. I quickly looked through it, and it was a normal love letter. What was that, then? Had I taken Ito's suggestion that it might be a prank a little too seriously? Still, it seemed really realistic. I calmed myself down and read through the letter again. The letter said that she wanted to date me, and then I saw it. There was an 11-digit number at the bottom of the letter. Okay.
お返事待ってます。
That's what it said. So we don't even get to read the love letter this time?
電話か。
I wasn't very good on the phone. I could feel my stomach clench with stress. It felt like the stress wasn't going to go away until I called. I'd rather just call now than go through all that misery.
よし。
I spoke loudly to work up my courage and took out the phone. And then I carefully entered the number on the paper and tapped the call icon with shaking fingers. I waited a while, but there was no sign that she'd pick up. Here we go again. Just as I went to hang up, yep. And we're done? Yes. Hey look, we're back. Again. And you know what? I'm going to save. Can you believe it? Whoops. There we go. That should probably be fine. In any case, we are going to go negative. Who was that? I turned around. Whoa, hello. I froze in place when I saw who it was. The temperature in my body dropped rapidly and my heart turned to ice.
Huh?
It was her. Riko Haida, the pyrokinetic I thought was dead. My stomach started to shake from the tension. The terror dried up my throat and all the nerves in my body seemed to short out. My knees were shaking. I needed to run. Or she'd kill me. She'd kill me! But the sheer hatred in her eyes overwhelmed me to the point where I couldn't move a single muscle. I couldn't move. Everything was stuck in place. My body wasn't moving even though I told it to. It's all your fault. Die! The woman in front of me said nothing, but it felt like I could hear her whispering to me. A scream burst from my throat, and the next second... Oof, and this time, I know we're doing delusions here, but this is bad end territory. I might actually die from this. My body burst into flames. Strangely, there wasn't that much pain, but my brain was telling me clearly that I was in mortal danger. There was the terrible smell of scorching protein and burning hair. Burns do a lot more damage to the body than people think. Burns over just half the body were enough to kill you. From the intensity of the heat, I could tell that over 80% of my body had been burned. And they were probably third-degree burns, too. I was going to say this might be why I didn't hurt that badly. A burn that damages all layers of the skin as well as the tissue underneath. Second-degree and higher burns require immediate hospitalization. Yet third-degree, I think it starts messing with your nerves. A third-degree burn was bad enough that instead of pain you felt nothing at all. There you go. There was no way to save me. The pyrokinetic's flames were burning me alive. I rolled around and tried to put out the fire as best I could, but it was simply the last impulsive struggle of my survival instincts. The fire was so hot that all the oxygen around me had vanished and I was starting to suffocate. Why was this happening? I thought she was dead. So why? As everything started to fade away, I could see Yuki walking up to me, crying and sniffling. In her hand was the beautiful D-sword. The last thing I saw was the way it shone in the light of the fire. That sucks. That's a bad end. Ugh. Alright. Jeez. Well, this time, I'm going to go positive, but remember, I took a different path to get here. I got the scary letter instead of the love letter, so let's see what happens. It's Sarika again.
Uki.
Well, everything in the story played out the same way. We got the double Uki fight, we realized Uki's motivation, she disappeared into the void, we have finally awakened, but we're stopping here. It looks like we're going to have a different situation back in the real world. This is not going to be a bad ending. This is going to be an actual ending, like the very sad situation we had last time, where Uki, her brain was just somewhere else. This, I don't know what it's going to be. Where's Uki? I sat up and asked. Kurisu and Sarika both looked away from me, lips pressed into a thin line. Just from that I could tell. Uki was gone. In the corner of my eye I could see the curtain separating this bed from the next. That was where Dad had been a moment ago. Uki was there, but she was gone now. Uki would never move again. She'd never help get dinner ready or help Dad at his work all day without a single complaint. I'd known it was going to happen. Uki had told me, but I'd thought that there had been some chance. Just like how there's a 50-50 chance the cat in the box is alive, at least until you open it. Yeah, Schrodinger's cat. I'd thought that just maybe I had to accept it. I had to face it. But... My feelings overflowed. Hot tears dripped down my face. There was nothing I could do now but cry. I thought I could save her. This time, I'd thought I could save her. In Uki, I'd seen the girl I'd witnessed at the facility so long ago, Senri Minamisawa, and this time I thought I could save her. Was that wrong? Even when she was down in that basement, Uki had never thought of herself as sad. Maybe I was being arrogant to think I could save her. Maybe what I'd done for her was just for my own self-satisfaction. Was she ever able to feel any happiness for herself, even a little? Uki's words echoed in my mind. Thank you, she'd said at the very last moment. It was a tiny little wish, and it had only come true in her dreams. It wasn't fair. I cried for a little while after that. For Uki. For a little girl who'd only wanted other people to be happy. Oh geez. Are we really doing this? Several days later, Shinjo and Kunosato came to ask me about what had happened, and I told them everything. And... Oh. I could still feel it in my hands. The feeling when I'd run her body through. I was the one who killed her, and I had to atone for it. Oof. So we're taking the more negative atonement this time. The police probably wanted to find a killer as soon as possible. That's why I'd thought that Shinjo would gladly put the handcuffs on me, but... Shinjo and Kunosato were looking at each other and saying something that didn't make sense. I was saying so, and I was the one who killed her. How could it be impossible? What? But that meant...
どうもこうも言葉のままだ。山添雨季の遺体に目立った外傷はない。一応事件の関係者ということで検視も行われたが、何らかの外的な衝撃で死んだわけではないという結論が出ている。要するに山添雨季は自然死だ。そこに事件性はない。
I don't even understand this. A natural death?
そんなバカな。僕は確かにこの手で雨季を。
Is this going to be multiple layers of delusions? I thought she killed me, but actually I killed her, but actually there's a third thing?
それは確かなんだな。
Kunosato had been mostly silent, but now she interrupted me.
お前はディソードをリアルブーとして山添を指した。それは確かなんだな。
だからさっきから言ってるでしょ。本当ですよ。
なるほど。では可能性があるとすれば、いや、だがしかし。
何ですか、教えてください。
Kunosato's words cut off and I stormed over to her.
山添雨季がお前を殺人犯にしないため。
I was wondering, she rebooted a thing that would make me happy, which was that I didn't do it.
最後の力を振り絞って自らの死が自然死だったという妄想をリアルブートしたという可能性もあるかと思ったんだが、彼女が死んでしまった今となってはそれも。あるいはここがまだ妄想の世界だというのなら話は別だがな。
A world of delusions. This was another delusion?
胡蝶の夢。
Yeah, that's right, bringing it back. Is the butterfly dreaming of being a woman, or is the woman dreaming of being a butterfly? The words came to me suddenly, and suddenly I looked up. Someone was looking at me. I looked outside the room trying to see who it was. There was a long, dim hallway, and beyond it, there was... Wow.
どうした宮代。
いや、今人の影が。
I thought I saw a tiny shadow. The shadow of a tiny girl holding a sword much too big for her.
影。
But when I looked again, it was gone. Oof. That's some ending. There we go, we did it. This concludes Uki's path. And this was a really rough path to play through. It's good material, but I'm glad we're done. That was unpleasant to play through. Just the whole thing. The whole, like, you're in a dream, you gotta wake up. That's just rough to sit through. Over Sky End for the normal, Dark Sky End for Arimura, Dream Sky End for Uki, and now another Sky End also for Uki. Surprise, she has 2 endings. It looks like we have, what? 2 more endings? Maybe 3, maybe 3. But there you have it. Another path concluded, so for now it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We completed Uki's path, and as it turns out, there were kind of 2 Uki's paths. There are only 3 opportunities to activate a delusion, but depending on the options you take, there are 2 true endings? I don't know if I have a better word for it, but 2 endings that count, unlike the bad ends. But you know what this means? Now we have to go back to the normal playthrough to find another branch. Until next time, everyone.